how about Aiemann Zahabi? I mean, that guy, number one, looks fantastic. I mean,
Hey, wait,
could be a
is
male
that the guy?
model, if you
Is
ask
that the
me.
guy? Is
And
that the guy that looks
and
like you? I was like, I'm watching the fights. I'm watching the fight Saturday. Dude walks out. I'm like, this dude kind of looks like Ariel. I was like, this dude. I was like, who is this dude? I was like, who is? And then the dude goes out there and knocks the guy out. And then Faraz is going. I recognize Faraz. I was like, who's the dude fighting? They go, it's Aiemann Zahabi. I'm like, Aiemann Zahabi looks like Ariel Helwani. Hey, this is Ariel if Ariel could fight Aiemann Zahabi, because Aiemann Zahabi has some real power, man. He looked good.
hey, I've been trying to tell you about Helwani boxing for about a year now.
What do you mean, bro? You didn't teach the guy to box.
Here's one of our, prize students putting it together. By the way, where does he come from? Where does he come from? Montreal. Have you ever seen us?
TriStar.
I mean, his brother Faraz. Have you ever seen us in the same room? No. All I'm saying is there's something there. All right. There and we had another guy with an Ariel tattoo on his chest. I mean, my fingertips were all over that card.
Wait, what do you mean? Who had an Ariel tattoo?
Now you're putting me on the spot. I forget.
You're lying.
No.
He must have a daughter named Ariel. Wait, he has a daughter named Ariel. You're taking like, oh, it's me. Oh my goodness, bro! Like
there was,
sometimes I actually cannot believe that
there was some talk that he's been such a big fan of mine because I'm getting old. I'll be honest, I'm getting old in this game. What was the guy's name? Not Chris. Was it? No, I'm blowing this.
Oh, it's blowing it.
John Castaneda. He beat Eddie Wineland. He had a Ariel tattoo on his chest, and what I was being told was he was such a big fan from the early days that he did that in honor of me. That's what I was told. I haven't confirmed it yet. So I just want to give him a shout out for that. It was a funky card though. What about Chas Skelly walks out?
Oh, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've done.
And then they go to Joe Martinez. This fight is not happening. And then he goes to the back and starts singing Tenacious D. Did you see that? That was some weird stuff. Oh, he starts singing.
Crazy. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. There are times whenever we're getting ready to call fights and there is so much going on in the truck, right? In terms of who's fighting, how they're fighting, when they're fighting. Maybe we're going to lose a fight. So it's like everything's kind of rolling. I could not imagine what was happening Saturday as Chas Skelly is just standing in there and no one knows if his opponent's going to make the walk. Like that is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, I felt bad for everyone involved there. That's a tough spot.
What happened? The guy had back spasms.
Yeah. We have seen, by the way, we have situations. Jamall Emmers is his name. We have seen situations like, remember Stefan Struve fainted minutes before he was supposed to fight Matt Mitrione. We've seen Kimbo Slice, Ken Shamrock, but never before, in my recollection, have we seen someone actually be in the cage and then could you imagine if fans were there? That would have been so strange.
They would have started booing and going crazy. Could you imagine them walking Chas Skelly back out of there if they had fans?
Oh yeah,
that would have been some crazy
Speaking of crazy stuff, what about Rafael Alves weighing in 11.5 pounds over the featherweight limit?
He said
2 weight classes up.
He said he ate salmon.
Blew past lightweight, breaks Anthony Johnson's record for the biggest miss in UFC history. He said he had.
What was wrong with him? Like, how do you do that? How do you go to the weigh-ins 11 pounds overweight? You just don't show up at that point.
He was very sad.
Sad. Hey, how is he, Ariel? How is he sad? He's fully hydrated. I mean, he hasn't even started cutting yet.
I think he was embarrassed.
Of course. Why not? You should be embarrassed. You are 11 pounds over the weight you were contracted to fight at.
Should he be cut?
11? Huh?
Is that a fireable offense in your opinion? You missed by 2 weight classes, or do you give him another chance?
Man, I don't know. That is very, very irresponsible. Very irresponsible.
What's wrong? What are you yawning for? What's going on? Very irresponsible, and then you yawn live on our show. I mean, come on.
I mean, I only did
that. Is very irresponsible as you yawn.
Raphael. Oh, Raphael. That's his name, right? Raphael. Missed weight by 11.5.
Yeah.
Raphael. Okay. To cut or to not cut, it's like.
Oh, you're saying move on.
Yeah. Let's move on.
How much would he have? How much would he have saved himself if there was a towel there and he could lean on it?
I know nothing about towels. Let me tell you something. If he had a towel, he would have had to push it to the floor in order to make the weight. He would be down by the commission. You know, like the commission's like on the floor looking at the scale. Yeah. He would have to push down so much to take off 11 pounds that he would be right next to the commissioner leaning over the scale trying to make the weight. That's too much.
But you know nothing about that, right?
You know nothing, Ariel. I mean, I know nothing about this, like nothing. You know what? It would be embarrassing if someone ever did something like that. I'm glad that New York changed rules because
That's right.
it's absurd to see. I saw somebody do it. I can't remember his name. Tried to cheat in New York, and then they had to change the rule. Got caught. Who's the guy that got caught cheating in New York?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a guy that got caught cheating in New York, trying to cheat the scale. Like, that's Hey, Ariel. Was that thing I used to do?
I agree.